Alright, hello. Um, I recently made a video about how to farm in Minecraft, and, oh crap. And I discovered a much simpler way to, um, farm and self-harvest your crops. So here you can see my new method of how to self-harvest these crops, and I'm going to now make a tutorial to show you how to do that. So you're gonna find a place of land, just however big you want to make it, and you're gonna start building a wall. If you're outside, you're gonna start building a wall. If you are inside, however, doesn't really matter. You're gonna make this wall however how you want to make it, all the way around the area where you want to farm. And I discovered this just kind of like trial and error, and so it doesn't really matter how you would like to do this, but just a helpful hint. Just put that there because I'm going to end up doing it later. So what we're doing is we are actually going to be using, we're going to be building here, and we're going to, instead of having to go through and cut down all the dirt to make the new, or to harvest the crops that have grown, we're just going to go ahead and have them harvest themselves for us. So you're going to, you can do whatever size you want, depends on how big of land you have and how big you want your farm to be. I'm not going to make this one very big because I don't want to spend a ton of time building this stupid wall. Sorry about that music. Just destroyed a wall piece. Sorry this is taking so long, guys. Probably should have. Alright, so then you have your wall. Now you're going to go back to this wall, and you're going to find like this middle portion here. Just going to cut it out, but just cut it all out. We're going to go to the back of it. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to build kind of like a little pocket, like this. I'm going to build it. Sorry guys, that would be spiders and zombies and all that jazz. Alright, so just like that. And you're also going to, alright, we're good. So then you're going to go, you're going to give it a front. Actually, I didn't make that deep enough, so that didn't work. But you're going to fill this in at the front. I like to use this orange wool just because. So you need to make your pocket on the outside big enough to fit one bucket of water. So it should be one block big, if that makes sense. You're also going to give it a bottom so that it can't come out and flood your area. Just like that. And if you do this right, it should just be kind of like a little back pool in the back. So it's going to be like this. Then you're going to fill up this entire thing with water. You're just going to place one thing of water in each of these little squares so that none of it is flowing yet. And if you do this right, when you click those two, or the orange blocks in the front, it all should just release itself, and then it should flow that way. So you can put a top on this if you really want to. I'm not going to, because I don't want to. So then you're going to fill up your farm area with dirt. Now, depending on how big you made this, you're going to have to make one little section lower. I'm going to see if I have to now. Just going to let this water flow. And see, I didn't make it as big, so I don't need to. But if you made this any longer, like my other farm, you're going to have to take this dirt and you're going to have to dig down one so that the water will continue to flow because water only flows a certain amount of spaces. But now I'll show you what I mean by that in my other farm in a second, if you don't understand what I'm saying. So yeah, you're just going to fill this up, like so. Okay, just like this. Then you're going to do like what you normally do to farm. You're going to just dig all this down. Wait. Actually, before you do that, what you should have done first is build little irrigation canals, like I showed you in my last video. I'm going to go ahead and build 3. Maybe just 2. Yeah, 2 is going to be fine. Too lazy to build 3. And you're just going to fill that with water, 1 each so that it flows. But sorry, you don't know what that was. So you can cover those if you really want to. I'm not going to, just for the sake of time. But now that your field is properly irrigated, you can go ahead and dig all of these down without any problems. And you're done. Okay, so now you've got your field with your irrigation canals and your entire setup in the back, so it's going to self-harvest. Now what you're going to do is you can take some seeds, whatever seeds you want. I'm just going to use wheat seeds for now. And you're going to just plant them all over. How that works. So yeah, you guys know how to do this. Left click or right click. Right click down, place stuff, and you just place seeds in every little patch of dirt that you've plowed. Sorry about that. Okay, that spider's really being annoying. Yeah, it got stuck on top of a cactus and died. But okay, so all planted. So like I said, I just showed you guys this before. You could wait for this to grow, or you can just put bone meal on it. It can grow automatically. If you're playing survival and don't have bone meal, then you're just gonna have to wait. So go get some. But oh, it doesn't. Sorry, that's my sister. She's annoying. Oh, darn it. Whatever. I'm just afraid about the little patch. It's not really doing that much. So So after you've grown all your crops like this, or after all your crops have grown, and you're ready to harvest, what you're going to do is you're just going to go up here, and you're just going to click this stuff, and release the waters into this. And now what I forgot to do was cover these canals. So yeah, you're gonna end up having to cover those. I like to use glass, but you can use whatever you like. Oh wait. Sorry, that's annoying. I'm being pushed by everything. Okay. And you have to cover those so that the water doesn't flood into your canals and won't travel very far if it does that. So you have to cover them up. Now, once you have done that, it should just flow down. I guess I misjudged on the fact that you have to have all this water flows. But, yeah, that's basically it. But what you'd want to do here is dig down like that so that the water keeps flowing, and then it would just destroy all this water. But a much better working example is over here. It's fully operated. My crops are still growing because I haven't put bone meal on them yet. But I've dug down there because that's all the farther the water flows, and because I dug down, it'll flow all the way down to here, and it will harvest them for me, and it'll all collect down here at the bottom, and I can call it a day. So yeah, that's my tutorial on how to make a self-harvesting farm.